don't think the business suit is. I don't think it should be a work thing, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I think that it should be like instead of the business suit being an everyday thing, I think the business suit should be like a, let's say if you go to a conference, probably good to wear a business suit to a conference. I don't think it should be a 5 day a week. Let's go to work and wear a business suit thing. Like, I mean, if you're a lawyer, be in a suit. You're in a courtroom. If you are, if you are an executive, yeah, be in a business suit. Like, you the head of the company. But the people that go to a job, like if you're an accountant, who's really checking for an accountant to be in a business suit? You going to work and you crunching numbers all day. I'm not saying don't look presentable, but you could do that in a button-up shirt and some nice pants. It ain't nothing. You don't have to necessarily be in a business suit. But business suit's not going nowhere. But that leads me into our next one, which is ironing. I don't know about y'all. I don't remember the last time I ironed anything. Shout out to my dry cleaners, by the way. I don't remember the last time I ironed anything. And I don't really think there's anything wrong with killing that particular thing. Like, I mean, it's somebody that irons. I don't know if the iron industry is being killed, but it's somebody that irons. Um, this should be funny. The 9 to 5 workday. First off, let me be straight up and down. Not many people go to work and work a 9 to 5. You may work or you may clock in from the hours of 9 to 5, but you don't go to work and work 8 hours. Nobody. Stop it. It's a lie. You're lying. You're lying to me. You're lying to you. It's not true. Especially if you work here in the metropolitan area. I've been working. I've been working in the metropolitan area the majority of my life, and I'm telling you now, y'all don't do no 8 hours of work. Is not even like cut it out. Cut it out. You get to work whenever you get there, 9-ish for a lot of y'all, and you have your little breakfast. Yes, y'all do. You have your little breakfast and your coffee or whatever, and then you go. You have your little water cooler talk about how the night was or how the weekend was if it's a Monday, and then you finally you sit down at your desk. You go through your voicemail. Then you open up your emails and you finally start. As soon as you start getting to work, you have somebody interrupt you with a question that ain't got nothing to do with your job. Then federal government workers, you go on your 2 hour lunch. Don't lie, we see y'all. and and then when you get back, you maybe got a good 2.5 hours that you crunch out of actual work before you go home. Let's be real. That's just the way it is. Um, we all know now if you are fortunate enough to still be working from home during this pandemic, I'm not working 9 to 5. Like I'm not doing no 8 hours in my home. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not doing it. I'll do the work that's required of me that day, but I'm not gonna stretch it out to 8 hours. I'm just not gonna tell you nothing about it. That's all. Um, it says heavyweight motorcycles. Who the hell want a heavyweight motorcycle? That's just dumb. I get what they're saying. This how I know. This how I know whoever wrote this list is racist. They mean like Harley Davidsons and stuff like that. Who want to do that? Now, keep in mind, I live in DC, so I see the young dudes, riding back and forth in their 4 wheelers and their dirt bikes and stuff like that. Listen, they still on forms of motorcycle, but no, they don't want a heavyweight bike like them things. Them number one, those Harley Davidson bikes are just as expensive as cars, um, and the maintenance on it is ridiculous. Try looking for, try if you get a flat tire on a Harley Davidson, try looking for that and see how much that run you. That's a rough thing. They say millennials are killing marriage. Yeah, I gotta agree with that. I gotta agree with that one. But that started with the past generation. Let's not let's not act like let's not act like marriage just started taking a bad turn, for millennials. Like I was in elementary school when the divorce rate of this country reached 50%. So let's not act like that's something that started ending with millennials. Like that's been a long time in the making. That's garbage. Like we didn't kill marriage. As a matter of fact, I think that the government having so much influence and input on marriage has a lot to do with marriage not being appealing to the younger generation, and people coming up, so for the people that are married that are older, like you're older married couples, stop making marriage look so horrible to these young kids, because that's what's happening. They looking at their aunts and uncles and their parents, and they're thinking, if this is what marriage look like, I'm gonna stay the hell away from that. That's on y'all. That ain't no they don't know younger people. They ain't no millennials. Uh Golf. They said golf is and that's one of the top reasons. We have like the top reasons now. Or the top not reasons, but the top things that we're killing now. And they said we're killing golf. Uh it's funny. They have a saying. It says the same things make you laugh, make you cry. Well, this country was largely not interested in golf before Tiger Woods. Let's keep it real. I, I can trace I can trace the I can trace the entirety of the golf being popular back to the I Am Tiger Woods Nike commercial. Okay. Now, like I said, the same thing make you laugh, make you cry. Tiger Woods is also the reason people are not interested in golf, because after he cheated on his wife with 15 other chicks and and got hit in the head with a golf club, golf stopped being appealing to a lot of people for reasons that wasn't necessarily about golf. So I say Tiger Woods get the credit, Tiger Woods get the blame. Don't put that on millennials. So now we up to the top 3 things that millennials are killing. Number 3, diamonds. So uh it's crazy because diamonds are dangerous, man. Like it's like on like all jokes aside, like you go into these conflict places, and diamonds and the the resources that it takes to mine the diamonds, the just the overall all of the things that go into it, like it costs people's lives to mine these diamonds and get them put over here. So that's not the best thing in the world. And it's also not the worst thing in the world that that industry is dying, because hopefully it saves some lives for people not to, what I'm saying, be so obsessive about diamonds. So I hope that that's the case. I hope that that's something that we as a people can get along without, because um it's unnecessary. Um and the diamond industry itself was manipulative. Like they attached themselves to women, and they attached themselves to the institution of marriage to manipulate sales. So it hasn't been anything that has given the world, what I'm saying, anything at all as far as beneficial, or something that the world can be proud of. It was all about sales and all about money. It was a money grab. uh number two Number two, millennials are less engaged with primary banks. Uh, last I checked, banks be stealing. I'm gonna just put that out there. Banks be stealing. Me personally, I don't really see the benefit of banks. I don't really see banks, looking out to or looking for or doing anything to assist, the assist the millennial population in a way that gives us any type of flexibility, like a lot of these banks don't really give us a whole bunch that we can, build on, like we got to pay fees for checking and saving, so I mean, you got to figure out. I think the banks that have come up with ways, um have come up with creative ways for people to bank, and more flexible ways for people to access their accounts, and what I'm saying, utilize their utilize the services of that institution. I think they're the ones that are doing a good job by getting rid of the traditional banking industries, which are largely, surprise, surprise, which are largely, um, loyal to government, and that's not something we need. number one, number one, to all my pirates out there, the number one thing that millennials are killing: cable TV. Cable TV. First off, for as long as I can remember, it ain't never nothing on cable TV in the first place. Like when you really when you don't have anything else to do, and I want y'all to think back for as long as you can remember. When you was a kid, when you was a teenager, whenever, when it was a rainy day and nobody felt like going outside because it was just, just dreary and gray and ugly outside, and you're sitting in the house and you turn on the TV and you start clicking through the channels. Who in the hell ever said, man, I'm so glad I have cable TV? It'd be 1,001 channels and don't a damn thing be on cable TV like ever. Um, so me personally, I'm Fire Stick Nation, Team Fire Stick. I'm always gonna be able to find something, even if it's that old movie that I always watch. Shout out to the Five Heartbeats, that's my jam. Or you know what I'm saying. Over if I get caught up, I have there's an app on my Fire Stick that allows me to watch movies 24/7. I actually made a post about this on Facebook this past week. So I'm trying to go to sleep, or I call myself trying to wind down to go to sleep, right? And I put on my I put on my 24/7 movie channel on my app, and back to back to back, I get let me see, the first movie was Shawshank Redemption. Classic movie. I loved it. Great acting. Morgan Freeman. He been old since he been young. That man is literally gonna leave us filming. Okay. When he leaves this side, it's gonna be in the middle of filming. I'm almost certain of it. Uh the second movie was, and I'm really thinking I'm about to go to sleep now, y'all. Because the Shawshank Redemption went off. It's long as hell. It's literally the jail version of Titanic. But it's good. It's a really good movie. So, I sat and I watched the whole thing. Right after that went off, what was the next one that came on? I'm trying to think. It was because it was really like back to back movies. Like the movies came on. Now I know, like I said, Shawshank Redemption was one of them. Uh, I think no, The Matrix was one of them as well. But that's right. The Matrix was the last movie that came on, and I don't know. I always get caught up in the Matrix, but right in the middle of Shawshank Redemption and the Matrix, it was The Fugitive. So I'm like, dang, they really not trying to let me go to sleep tonight. And granted, I've seen all of these movies multiple times, but it's just something about an old classic movie that when you're watching it, you get kind of stuck on it. And like when I tell y'all the movie program that I have, or the program that I have on my thing, like they have like all Denzel Washington movies. They have all of the Marvel movies. Like I can just click on that channel and I can get all of those movies anytime I want to. Uh, yeah, so death to cable television for that. Like I don't need it, you know. Um, Largely, we as the younger generation have done a great job with advancement, improvement, evolving, and just overall the adjustments of the things that we have always had to deal with, have always like, and we're making them better. We're doing a good job making them better. Granted, we still got a lot of work to do, and we still got a lot of things that I'm saying we can put our hands on. More important things, I'm sure, But I just wanted to really give y'all an idea of some of the things that we may be actually doing on accident, just because it don't vibe with tradition. That may be a great thing. So moving forward with the rest of the week, I want y'all to do something different. Pull, take a left where you would have took a right. Do something different. Do something to break away from tradition. What could it hurt? Who knows? You may learn that you love something new. Until then, and I'm gonna check back with y'all. Till next week. This has been The Second Coming. I'm Andre. Hope to see y'all here next week.